Hi everyone, again. I just thought that I would make a video about where I live because I get on the internet loads of folk, loads of people from different parts of the countries and different planets and stuff. Well, some of them are, because some of them are just really weird. But they always ask me one question: what is Scotland like? Now, obviously, from my accent, I am not Scottish. Um, I'm English, and I'm not really proud to be English, especially where I come from, which is the Black Country, the West Midlands, if any of you know that area. It's not a very nice place at all, it's rough. But at the moment, I'm living in Ayrshire, which is the west coast of Scotland. It's really nice. Sorry, I've got a really bad after cough. Um, it's really nice. Apart from one thing, it's not sunny. It is not sunny. It's horrible. It is rains near enough all the time. But it's a beautiful place. It's if people like nature and camping, and they like to wake up and hear cows and sheep in the morning, which is what I get, then it's a really nice place to live if you like that sort of thing. But another good thing is that if you're more of a city person but you like peace, then Ayr's quite a good place because it's 40 minutes away from Glasgow on the train, and it's really peaceful out here in Ayrshire. There's not as much noise unless you live more in the town, but I don't. I live really far out from the town. I live in Dunua, Fisherton. Uh, it's really quiet and really isolated, and some nights it feels like you're summer off 28 weeks later or something, because it's dead. It's I don't see anybody, I don't even see my neighbours. I don't see anybody. I'm isolated out here. But it's a really nice place to live. Scotland's really nice for beaches and stuff, and monuments and stuff, but the weather's just really not good for beaches and walks in the parks and stuff. In the summer you get about a week, maybe if you're lucky, of red hot sunshine, and then it's summer off of Spain or something, you know. And then it's really nice and you get a really good tan, but apart from that it's rubbish the rest of the days. So you live in this nice place and you just get at least 1 week of sunshine, red hot sunshine. It doesn't always rain. I'm not going to be really nasty and say it's raining 24/7, because some people think that it just does. It just never stops raining and we get flooded and we have to swim out in boats to get to the shops and stuff. Well, we really don't. Americans really like Scotland, and I think it's more the fact they think that we walk around, well, not me because I'm not Scottish, but Scottish people walk around in kilts and things. And I met a group of Americans one night when I was out, and they was over on holiday, and they asked us where they'd find haggis, right? And for you who don't know what haggis is, it's a Scottish food thing. I don't really know what it is. It's the stomach of a pig, cow or something. It's little mushy thing. It's a meaty, mushy thing. It's mince, but it's I don't know how to explain it, but if you know what haggis is, then you know what haggis is. And we said supermarkets and shops and butchers and things if you want some. And they says no, the animals. And I was the animals? I was what do you mean? And I was and there was they was convinced, right, because there was an advert in America or something about Scotland or something, where I was convinced this haggis was a little ball of haggis that ran around, and me and some of my friends had to stand and tell them that what they'd seen was not real. And it was really quite funny to think that they was really convinced. Um, but it was kind of cute. But they believe like everybody drunk whiskey when everybody doesn't. Because whiskey is, even though it's Scotland, it is still quite expensive. It's not your cheapest drink you can get. Not like Frosted Jacks or whatever cider. Um, but everyone's convinced that well, not me, but Scottish people always drink whiskey. In my opinion, I can't stand whiskey, and I don't know if it's because I'm English or whatever, but I can't stand whiskey. The smell puts me off, and when you drink it, it's like you can still smell it on your breath, and it's like a really strong smell, and it's really horrible. But like it's a really nice area to live in. Apart from the sunshine, which is a bit sad. And if any of you have ever come to Ayr or Ayrshire, then you'll know what a nice place it is. It is a really nice place. It's lovely for a holiday. I would really recommend it as a holiday, like a little family holiday or whatever. A lot of tourists love this place, especially Americans, and I keep referring back to Americans because that's a lot of our tourism that comes here is Americans, because Americans love Scotland. Apparently there's advertisements over there with like, there was this guy that I know, and he advertised proper Scottish whiskey in America, and in a kilt, and everybody loved it, and apparently everybody over there likes Scotland. I don't know if that's true. Viewers may think, oh my god, Scotland's rubbish, but you know. Another hint is for people in America and other countries, wherever you're from, if you come to if you like whiskey and you come to Ayrshire for a holiday, I can guarantee wherever you live that over here the whiskey will be cheaper, because apparently this guy that I was saying about, he goes over in a kilt and he sells his own made whiskey, and he's got a massive company. Apparently he sells like a bottle, just like a normal bottle of whiskey, for like £30, and I was like, whoa. I was like, £30 for a good drink? That's unbelievable. And over here it's only like, you could get really, really cheap whiskey for like a fiver, but it's like £10-15 for some good quality whiskey. And it's like they say, like the longer you keep it, the stronger it gets. I don't know if that's really entirely true or not. It may be. I don't know, because I don't like whiskey, don't drink it, not really interested in it. But it's a really nice place. Ayrshire's got 3 nightclubs actually. One of them's more of a rock nightclub called Furies, and I don't know if there's a, oh, there is, stuck to the wall, called Furies, and that's one of the flyers, like Super Saturday, and as you can see the drinks are cheap. They have DJs on a Saturday and things, and it's quite, it's like a rock place. A lot of like, I don't know if you want to put them in groups, like emos, moshers, whatever you want to call people like that. People like that go, and they're really nice people, very mature. Not like, one of the clubs is called Club de Mar. It's really quite, it's a nice layout of a club. I've been there a few times. It's like, it's for like the dead youth of Ayr. It's really got, it's like full of young people, and I mean if you're older then, you know. But it's quite a nice club. It's got a lovely layout. The dance floor's actually like lower than the rest of the floor, so when you're dancing, it's like people are, like, can look around at you and look down. It's really quite nice, and it's big, and they've got another room called the Red Room, and everything's obviously red, and they play R&B and stuff and rap, and if you like that kind of thing then you could dance in the Red Room. And it's, in the Red Room there's a lot of like slappers. I've been in there loads of times. A lot of like drunken slappers, like dancing around and stuff, and I think they used to have poles in there, but